Listen, I think Real Madrid are going to make a massive mistake by loaning Endrick. Now, a loan for him could do wonders for his career. Don't get me wrong. A loan for him could do absolute wonders. It could revive his career and it could even catapult him to where he actually wants to be. And that is actually what I fear because I want him to fulfill that. I want him to perform good, to be catapulted, but in the current Real Madrid squad. And I think it's for the taking. I think it's completely for the taking. If you loan Endrick in this January transfer market, you are taking something that is huge in the squad. Now some of you guys will say, there's nothing huge about him. He's not that good. He's not this, he's not that. He's not Madrid quality, overrated, all these things. And I will respectfully disagree. I think he adds so much, especially to our attack, which this team's attack, let's be honest, it's not that good. Not as good as it used to be. It's kind of just killing Mbappe, running the show. Which, if you see 59 goals in 2025 for one player, you thinking this guy is scoring all the team's goals. Now again, for some of you who grew up in the Ronaldo era, you guys would think, oh, he's just stat padding and the rest of the team is also playing fantastic. And that is not Mbappe's case. Mbappe is just full blown carrying this team. He's not like Ronaldo. Yes, Ronaldo carried Real Madrid, but he had quality players next to him who also contributed in games. But this is different. Mbappe is the only thing keeping this team up. Because let's look at our attacking options. You have Vinny Jr. Vinny Jr. who has been booed by the Santiago Bernabeu fans, the Real Madrid fans, because of his overall just poor performances. Like honestly, be honest with yourself. If you're a Vinny fan, be honest. This is not the Vinny that we saw last year in 2024, or this year's kind of ending. So I should just say 2024. Like that was the actual Vinny that we knew and grew to love. That was a pure, brilliant footballer, a player that should have won the Ballon d'Or. But I don't know, ever since that tweet he made about I'll do this 10 times over, I think it was ever since, well, I won't even say after that moment, because I do think he put on a few good performances after that. It was ever since 2025, since Vinny just completely just became mid, like he full blown transitioned into becoming a mid player. That would show his quality maybe once in a blue moon. And then we move on to Rodrigo, a player who, honestly, I think he is a main start in the team now. He has finally won his place over. It seems like Xabi Alonso has seen that right wing might be the best option for Rodrigo, which it always has been. Let's be honest, it always has been. Rodrigo is quality, he's performing, he's getting goal contributions. Like he got an assist. He assisted Bellingham's goal, and then he won a penalty for Kylian Mbappe. That was a good display from him. He has been so excellent since returning to the starting 11, and he's overall a good player. Then you get Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz, who is not the same guy from 2024 as well. He's not that good anymore. He has become very inconsistent. I will even say he's not even consistent. He's consistently mid. He doesn't even put on good performances anymore. And we have Franco Mastantuono, which, let's be honest, is 18. Do we expect him to actually be Lamine Yamal for him to be playing like he is one of the best youngsters? I don't think he's one of the best youngsters in the world. I think with this injury, it has altered him even more. But I think also he's just a player. He needs patience, needs time. He's not going to be this perfect player. At 18 years of age, you're not going to get it. So I think with Mastantuono, it's a patient game. I'm telling you, in the next 5 years, he will reach the quality which we expect from him. And then lastly, you get Gonzalo Garcia. Gonzalo Garcia, one of my favorite Castilla players. He was a beast in the Castilla, but he hasn't really found his footing in the first team since the Club World Cup. He has not put on a good display. I don't even think he scored a goal in the season. I don't think he scored a goal. That's actually crazy. He has not scored a goal this season. But Gonzalo is a good player, also needs patience. But I don't think he should be the main backup choice for Mbappe. I think he does a lot of good things on the pitch, like his defensive work is good, his positioning is good. I think a lot of things he does on the pitch is good. It's just he's been missing chances. That's the only issue with Gonzalo at the moment. So as you can see, the attack is quite mid. And the worst thing is they're not even looking into the academy to bring anyone up. So therefore we are stuck with this very mid attack. However, one player has stood out. Who is that player? It is Endrick. We mentioned him. He is needed in this team. I watched his match. Well, not the Sevilla match. He was suspended. But his match against Talavera. Now listen. I'm not gonna glaze this performance like crazy. It is against Talavera. But Endrick put on a good display. Putting in good passes. Making good runs. Good attacking positioning. You can go to his previous match against Manchester City. He came up from the bench and put on a good display as well. Came up when the team was playing very boring football. Came up immediately, exciting football. He's a player who can dribble. He can score goals. He's even decent with the head. He's decent with the head. It's crazy. You would never expect that. Endrick is a player who is short, and you would never expect him to be heading goals in. He's shorter than Mbappe, but yet I believe Endrick has more career header goals than Mbappe. So I don't think it's much more about height. I just think it's about overall talent. He's 19 years of age. He's younger than Gonzalo. Endrick can also play right wing, can play striker. From the passes he made against Talavera, I think he can even play centre attacking midfield. Of course, that's not something I want to see. But Endrick, he played a good game. And listen, if you guys want to overly judge him, overly criticize him because of his price tag, then I will actually understand your point. He was bought for 71 million euros, and you would expect a player who is signed for that amount of money to perform. He has done decent. His first season was quite decent. Scored a good amount of goals in a limited amount of minutes. You come over to this season. He's played only 3 matches. And the 2 matches he did play were coming up from the bench. Further on, he played 1 match as a starter. That was against Talavera. And I do say these things because maybe I do have a bit of a bias towards Endrick. Because I am a fan of the players who are coming up and who have massive potential. And I think Endrick has massive potential. He reminds me a bit of Ronaldo Nazario. There's a bit of similarities there. Both Brazilian. Both number 9s, and a lot of similarities. That's what I would say. Endrick, to me, is a very underrated player, and I think he deserves way more minutes than he has gotten this season. But this team is not at a lack of options. There's many players in the Castilla they can bring up. Of course, Castilla players aren't always the best option, but there are a few good talents. One in particular, Gabri Valero. Truly, I think he's a player Real Madrid can bring up. I'm not super confident in that. Like, I will be honest, I'm not super confident. Castilla players don't always perform. But the recent ones, the ones that have been coming up from under or below, they have been very decent when they make their debuts for Real Madrid. Very confident on the ball. And you never know. I think Valero, he has a lot of potential. But we're just gonna have to see what happens. I'm just saying things. We don't know for sure. But we're gonna have to find out. Maybe Xabi Alonso will give him an opportunity one day. But that's if Xabi Alonso is still the coach. But either way, that's my thoughts. Tell me your thoughts. But either way, enjoy the holidays. And if you enjoyed this video, smash like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. But peace out.